Good afternoon, people. Make sure y'all come in here and have a seat. Hit this like button. Most importantly, share this video. I need y'all to share my videos, man. I need more clientele. I need the gospel of the dribble to spread rapidly. Make sure y'all subscribe, though. Frank, what up? CJ, what up? Y'all share this joint as y'all come in here. Love from London, what up? Across the pond. Shotty, what up? I need y'all to take on the initiative of sharing this video to y'all social media platforms, mainly Facebook. A lot of subscribers come from Facebook and Twitter. Jamar, what up? I sent you an extra bottle of TRIFECTA. I really appreciate you. With your last order, I sent you an extra bottle. You be coming through. That's what's up. I think you and Rashad Johnson. It's this other cat from Erie, this out of town in California. Why can't his name start with a T? I don't know. I can't remember his name. Y'all spend a lot of money with the dribble. I appreciate it. Damn, why I can't remember homeboy name? He related to the Barneys. It'll come to me. Bimmy got 1,000,001 excuses, and not one of them is legit, and any nigga pumping his excuses or acting like they real is lame. It's an industry at this point. Bimmy fed the YouTube community probably more than anybody this year in 2025. It goes back to 2024, but he's fed the YouTube community more than anybody as an individual. He did. 10 Toes and Whack 100 are not asking a question about the lack of paperwork when Bimmy said Sweet Tea told on him. Bimmy is the real. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all, right? On this episode of Bimmy, it hasn't been proven that he's an informant or whatever by way of paperwork. But when it's an informant, you really can't prove it by way of paperwork. Daryl Javon, what up? Peace and salute, brother Dribble. Appreciate your super chat. You can't really prove it by way of paperwork because they're a confidential informant. But the victim of the heinous act, they will know. It happened to me in 2006 or 2007. I probably would have figured it out later on, but when I got to the county jail, the son of the person that targeted me with the authorities came, and he said some things that only the person who tried to put me in jail would have knew. And then I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, he did it. Because in my situation, this person never really had a lot of money. And on this particular day, he had a significant amount of money. And I was on my way to a DVD release party. I had a DVD coming out that day. And we had an exchange of some sort. And I remember saying, damn, you finally got some paper. And that statement that I said ended up in my, like when I got the affidavit of probable cause, that statement was in there because he told them that I said that. And then I thought about it, was like, yeah, but you kind of like can pinpoint who did what to you. And that's probably something that Supreme is dealing with. But I'm seeing a lot of people say this. A lot of people were saying, if he been knew this, why he never said anything? That goes back to the caliber of people that be in the streets. It'd be a lot of corrupt and rotten people in the streets. It does. Like the people that play in the streets, a lot of them be rotten, morally rotten. And you got some guys who will say shit like, well, he didn't tell on me, or, well, I beat it. And then you got some other guys who have been told on by a friend, and you didn't get in trouble for it, and Preem didn't get in trouble for that, and you continue to deal with them. I just did a video. I was telling y'all about one of my friends who he was dying. He dead now. He ended up passing away. I told y'all that he told on me. Years later, we ended up being friends again or whatever. I seen that. I think Big U was telling a story about a guy that shot him. They ended up being friends again. Shit like that, strange shit like that happened in the streets. But Bimmy is screaming, y'all don't got no paperwork. When it's a confidential informant, it's normally no paperwork associated with it. Another way that you can find out who did what is you got a right to face your accuser. And if you go to trial, your it's called a motion for discovery. You will find out who's doing what to you by way of a motion of discovery. But that incident that Preem was describing, he didn't get in trouble for it, so it was no way of actually pinpointing who did what. And for whatever reason, he feels it's Bimmy. What's good, Gully? Forget the streets. People will tell on you. Bimmy been telling since Nintendo. MREC knows exactly what he doing with that heavy breathing dude. That fat nigga is retarded. He fuck around, check the fuck out on air. I don't know what MREC is doing fucking with him, but this video was titled The Business of Bimmy. It's because everybody is, it don't take much for you to create a discussion about what's going on, and you paid yourself for the month, and he's been the cash cow thus far this month. He, like y'all, we all know, he got on MREC yesterday, and I don't know, played his case. He got on a, what's it called, Clubhouse with Whack 100 and played his case over there. I don't understand what the whole point of New York niggas going to Whack 100 whenever something is going on with them. It don't make no sense. I could imagine what them Cali niggas be saying behind closed doors. Bimmy tries to crash out. It wasn't proven. I did my live streamer coverage of it because I've interviewed him, and that was pertaining to the Big Nose Troy situation. He's in terms of the Big Nose Troy situation. He implicated himself by talking too much. He ended up saying, "I signed the affidavit." What did you sign the affidavit for? That was he blew his cover there because of that. But this thing with the Supreme team is just so damaging because it's coming from Supreme's mouth. That's what's damaging about it. Excuse me. Sunday is the day that I don't lift no weights or work out. I kind of be on the couch with the remote. So Whack get these gullible niggas on a string like Skip to Malou. Folks are seeing him for what he is. Whack is just using Bim for content. Whack knows he told. Yeah, he definitely used them. MREC using them too. He is. I could have. I still got his number. I could have did that. I it, I just don't deal with him. I don't deal with him. But if I would have hit him up and said, "Yo, you want to come on my platform and discuss what's going on? You know, give people some feedback on how you feel about this documentary." Da 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 da. I could have did that, but I don't deal with him. He's too. He was doing too much. He was. Is Prince home? Prince, wife, he's asleep. You want me to wake him up? No, just leave the door open. Bim came with the lamest response as to why he wasn't at Prince party. Yeah, that was weak. They don't fuck with you, fam. They don't fuck with you. Prince don't fuck with you. The father don't fuck with you. They don't. Naturally, if the uncle, Preem is the uncle, don't fuck with you, the nephew ain't gonna fuck with you. They don't fuck with him for whatever reason and shit. You have principles than these other niggas cut from a different fabric. Bimmy talks too much though, and he's too friendly for with too many different niggas and shit. So I seen holes in his character that just made me. I said I gotta get the fuck away from me. I don't fuck with niggas that's cool with everybody. That's dangerous. Why was Sweet Tea at Prince homecoming party? Why wouldn't Sweet Tea be at Prince homecoming party? She's from Queens, I believe. She's a female. She was a rap star when Prince and them was out in the '80s. She probably was friends with them niggas. I don't think Bimmy ever presented no paperwork about Sweet Tea, but he said she told on him. I don't think he ever presented any paperwork. It's just a big ass mess. We found out yesterday that Supreme, according to Hassan, is suing Hassan. What do y'all think about that? Let me sit up, man. Supreme is suing Hassan. Sweet Tea was a dime back in the day and still highly hittable. Supreme is a punk. What do y'all think about him um, suing Hassan? Hassan is playing with fire. He's suing Hassan for, according to Hassan, it's defamation of character. I don't know. Man, what you mean defamation of character, man? What are you doing right here? I don't understand. I don't. I didn't know gangsters was allowed to sue. I'm siding with Hassan. I'm reading the comment. I'm not siding with Hassan. I don't care what happened. Envy Online said I didn't know gangsters was allowed to sue. I'm spe- I'm speechless, man. You doing a life sentence? I think you got double life. You charged with people murders and shit like that. And a nigga on YouTube said whatever he had to say about you, and you decided to sue him. That don't make no goddamn sense at all. Like, man, you should be trying to get the fuck out of jail some type of way. Like, if you've been called a murderer, it ain't too many more attributes worse than that. It ain't murderer, rat, blade. Them ain't good titles to have on your name. Them is not. There's no prestige just associated with being a murderer. It ain't no prestige associated with being no goddamn killer. It's not. It ain't. It ain't no prestige associated with. And um, according to the authorities, you ain't just a killer. You a killer who filmed his murder and shit and got caught with the tape. But you worried about what Hassan Campbell, a crash out, says about your name. Come the fuck on, man. It's crazy. Preem says money on the floor. Prison is hell. He said he's suing for defamation of character. What the fuck is you talking about, defamation of character? Man, these white folks say whatever the fuck they want to say about you. They call you a killer. They call you a crack dealer. They make positive attributes to have associated with your name. The fuck is you suing Hassan for? And he ain't got no goddamn money. He don't. He's making it from month to month, getting a YouTube check. Don't think all of them videos get monetized. We're held to a standard. We're held to a standard. We are. If you cuss too much, if you say blade, I say blade to duck some wreck. But if you say the other word that offends the rainbows, they not monetizing that shit. All types of stupid shit can get your video not monetized. You'll get a yellow instead of a green dollar sign. You will get a yellow one. You feel me? And I don't know what he expects to get out of Hassan. I don't. What the fuck what the fuck do you think you gonna get from Hassan? I don't get it. Everybody suing. His nephews got to be very upset. His nephew. You mean Prince? Bim should have skipped the streets and go straight to the music industry. He clearly wasn't built for the drug game. If he wasn't a Supreme Team member, he probably wouldn't have been somebody that LL Cool J wanted to hang around, or he probably wouldn't have made his way to the music industry. Rappers wanted to have them niggas around, just like Irv Gotti wanted to have Supreme around and shit. They wanted that. I believe that still remains to be the same to this day. Like you'll see rappers, Sean Branch be around rappers and shit like that. They be wanting certain types of guys around them. I guess that they feel that it gives them some type of, I don't know, street credibility or something like that. Bim should, hold on. Hassan needs to be careful. This is the Supreme Team, not Blaze from the Bronx River. Supreme Team ain't killing nobody these days, man. Supreme Team don't got no power. That's over with, man. That shit was like 30, 40 years ago. Maybe in the 80s, he had something to worry about. Them niggas don't want no blood on their hands. Supreme's in jail for murders, high profile murders. That's what put him in jail. You think they want some more murder associated with their name? They don't. Them niggas don't got no power. Don't believe that. Hassan ain't got nothing to worry about. Trust me, they not sending no hitters to see no fucking body. They want validation for what? I don't want nobody in the streets around me. Bimmy will be okay like Alpo. Hmm. I wonder what Jack got to say about the Supreme Truth documentary. I wonder what he got to say too. He actually said shout out to Supreme on my documentary that I did with him. That's his boy. But I don't believe that part of the documentary when they said that they was in Baltimore selling drugs together. I don't think Jack was on the East Coast. When that shit happened with Tupac and all of that, Jack got the fuck out of Dodge. When that song came out, Jack got the fuck out of Dodge. Jack left New York and went to Atlanta and then I believe Cali. He wasn't trying to be in harm's way. if Tupac say something about you, man, especially back then, like that could have. I'm pretty sure he felt he could have been a target by somebody. Tupac got some, he had some radical supporters. I was just thinking about this. Jack and Jimmy had Big U and Wack under their wing at one time. Jack ain't had no goddamn Big U and Wack 100 under their wing. Jack didn't know that nigga when he was over here. Them niggas affiliated themselves with Haitian Jack since he been deported. Jack don't hang around them types of niggas. Big U and fucking Whack 100, he don't fuck with them kind of niggas and shit. He don't fuck around with hoodlums and shit. Like, he, in so many words, he basically told me he didn't really fuck with Americans all like that. I swear to God. Like, I can read between the lines. I understood what the fuck he was saying to me. He fucked with Jamaicans and island niggas and shit like that. Whack 100 didn't. You're not gonna see no Whack 100 picture with Haitian Jack in America. He didn't fuck with that nigga like that. Them niggas associated themselves with him, trying to make themselves look like somebody and shit. A lot of people do that with Haitian Jack. Jack is sophisticated and thorough. Yeah, he don't fuck with no niggas like Whack 100. Whack 100 is a goofy and shit. They styles, personalities, caliber. Like my man just said, Jack was sophisticated. He didn't fuck with niggas like that. The internet shows a lot of people true colors. People gotta stay off the internet. It's validation. It's validation. I'm gonna tell you something, right? A lot of niggas that was in the streets, street gangsters and drug dealers. Niggas is dumb as a box of fucking rocks. I'm noticing that. Like, some niggas attach themselves to the streets because they had no other skill set or no other hope in any other field. At nowhere, no they fit nowhere else in society. That's what I'm trying to say. So, niggas that imagine Whack 100 thriving in another element. Just imagine any of these dudes. Imagine these dudes thriving in any other element. Why you think they hang around YouTube and shit and cling to this low vibrational shit? These niggas don't got the IQ to make it in anything else. That's the vibe I got from him, that he don't like black Americans. He don't. He don't. He told me American, he was like a nigga. He said nobody trusts niggas. He said that's why I was able to do all that robbing. He said the circles that I got in, being around different types of drug cartel niggas and shit like that, Mexicans and Dominicans and Jamaicans, Trini niggas, Haitian niggas. He said he was only able to get in those circles because he's a fucking Haitian and shit. They don't trust, nobody trusts niggas and shit. Wagby defending Bim. He talk about he doing business with Prince. Oh boy, man, he be playing the fuck out of them niggas, man. He be playing the fuck out of New York niggas and shit. He runs around saying or presenting himself to be like a dot connector. I believe he approached Prince and basically told him, like, I got the plug to Vlad TV or some shit like that. Nigga was on Clubhouse with Doggy Diamonds. This is how me and Doggy Diamonds got into it. My name came up in their Clubhouse conversations. He tells Doggy Diamonds to call me. Call the Gully TV nigga. For what? Oh, I got some play for him. Like, he has a business deal or some shit that he wanted to run by me. Man, I don't need you to put no fucking business deal. I don't fucking need you, clown. I don't want you around me. I don't want no affiliation with you. You can't cut into me like that. You only cut into niggas like that who ain't got no fucking motion and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he be doing that to these niggas. He be doing that to these New York niggas. He does that to them. Oh, we can do this, and I know this person at this label, or da 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 da. And before you know it, he didn't put them in a space where he appears to be an ally of theirs, and when in all reality, he's using them for their popularity and relevance to say that he has some type of association with them. Yeah, straight like that. Whack hate dudes from the East Coast. Fucking right. He don't fuck with no niggas from the East Coast. Hell nah. No. Here are the most low vibrational people on YouTube: the New York Bloods, Whack 100, and the DC Blacks. You talking about one person from DC? You should say his name, not the DC Blacks. The, just say the goofy nigga name. Y'all didn't know that? What the fuck would Whack 100 have to talk about? How can he's never met Prince? He's never met Supreme. He's from California. What could he say to them niggas to kick off a conversation or spark some type of connection? Lead them to believe, guys who are virgins to the entertainment business, virgins to the internet, lead them to believe that he has some type of that they can benefit from being an associate of his. Yeah, that DC dude is obsessed with you. That nigga's a fucking rat. He's a fucking rat. He's a bum ass nigga and he's a rat. Trey, what's up? I heard him talk about Tupac like he knew him. Did you see Wayne Perry being read DC Black's paperwork? Them niggas been reading that paperwork. Y'all just got hip to it because it was on Say Cheese. And Glizzy had that paperwork. Up for Debate TV had that paperwork. He's been exposed for months. Why y'all think he made all them goddamn videos about me? Because I called him a goddamn rat. He's a big mouth rat. Niggas that always running around saying rat, 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 telling people rat this, rat that, paperwork this. They be the fucking niggas that's hot. And he got exposed. He did. He did some ratting when he was a juvenile, when he was like 17. He tried to get that shit I don't know, covered up or expunged, whatever the fuck. He tried to get that shit concealed because he was a juvenile and shit. But they was able to recover it. Fly is a bandit, and they made him the HNIC of. He said, "This nigga says, aren't you the same dude that was copping a pleated a big dude? I got shootings on my fucking jacket. I done bust niggas ass on. It's on my jacket. I done been top story on the news. I done been top. You couldn't come here and try to draw no insecurity out of me or nothing like that. I think for my opponents, I done been fucking top story on the news. I done paid them fucking lawyer fees and shit like that. I have a choice on whether or not I want to shoot your ass. Yeah, that's the difference between me and a lot of these other niggas. I was top story on the fucking news and shit. I don't want that for myself. I got too much business and shit to handle. Like I said, I think for my opponent. just in case you thought you drew some type of card, like you was pulling my card or something. Yes, I done put niggas top story on the fucking news. That's a fact. Talking like he's the voice of Wayne Perry. Be talking about Wayne Perry because he ain't got nothing else to talk about, man. These niggas don't want to go on with their lives and shit. A lot of people's 5 minutes of fame with this YouTube shit. It's been go on about your business, man. Go on about your business. And yeah, flies a fucking blade. Anybody that's in their fucking 60s or 70s that was in prison back then, them older niggas, them niggas was all fucking boys. That don't just go for DC. That go for nationally. You ever see the movie Penitentiary with Do Dirty and what's the other nigga name? Half Dead and Do Dirty? That was reality in prisons. That was reality in prisons all over the place. Fly is the same age as fucking Fleece Johnson. Them niggas thought that shit was normal fucking behavior. Yeah, they did. When I went through the system, you wouldn't really see that all like that. And Oskino just told a story. He said, no, that was not. Bullshit. I was in the penitentiary. Oskino just told a story about being in Dallas. Dallas Penitentiary. Dallas is a Pennsylvania prison where a lot of older niggas went. I went up there to play basketball before. They whole basketball team was some older niggas and shit. Um, they had won a lot of championships, but like I said, they were some older niggas. This was an older nigga jail. The older nigga jails in Pennsylvania was Rockview, Dallas, Graterford, Huntington, and Western. Them was all high volume booty bandit jails because them it was normal in them spots. But anyway, Oskino just told a story about hearing his neighbor raping a nigga and shit. I'm like, damn, fam, like y'all didn't. The way that he told the story, I'm saying to myself, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that this is a black cat that you was talking about. And Oskino told a story of just his neighbor breaking this young nigga, raping him every night and shit, hearing a nigga screaming and shit. And nothing was done about it. You know why it was like that? Because the jail that he was in, that was very believable that that happened at Dallas. And you know why O didn't say anything or rock the boat? The jails that I was in, you wouldn't have been able to do that. Somebody would have said something to you like, yo, you got to get the fuck off this block. But that jail that he was at, that booty bandit probably had a knife. You know what I'm saying? He said he was big as fuck, like 6'5". Niggas that was big like that, they be benching like 450 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cold heathens. Cold heathens. So O didn't say anything, but you wouldn't have been able to do that in the jails that I was in. Like Albion and shit like that. Man, you gotta get the fuck off this block, man. You can't be raping no young black boys, man. You bugging the fuck out, man. Like you go rape somebody else, monkey. But you're not gonna bust no black man ass around us and shit. It's not gonna happen. But that jail that he was in, that was perfectly normal. Them niggas of that age group, that's what the fuck they was into. That's what they did. Straight up. He said, you gotta watch them old heads. They the ultimate blades. They used to walk. They walk around with their arms around homos and shit like that. Like when I went through Western, you seen the blades with the titties and shit like that, and niggas walking around with their arm around them, and they live together. They in the same cell together. That's a husband and wife and shit. That's what them older niggas was into. Supreme needs to show the paperwork. Supreme ain't got no paperwork to support what he said. He didn't. And why he said it now, he's mad about something. Obviously, he's mad about something because if What happened between him and Bimmy happened in the 80s. He'd been said something. You know what I'm saying? He was out with Murder Inc. during that era and shit. There's people that saying that he wasn't fucking with Bimmy then. I don't know. He said a husband and wife is wild. I seen some niggas fighting. I seen some niggas go to war about a blade named Wendy when I was in Albion. And these niggas, like I said, came from another jail. They came from a jail called Western. So this type of barbarian lifestyle, they was already living like that at Western and shit. But I seen some niggas fighting, bloody about a boy and shit. The boy, I worked in the kitchen with the boy. His name was Wendy and shit. He had been down forever. Knew all my old, all my, old heads or whatever. He was at Western. Yeah, Dickie Riggs, Yogi Troop, and he knew all of them. He'd been a blade in the penitentiary for 35, 40 years or some shit like that. But I seen a young nigga and an older nigga go to war about him. Like, these motherfuckers is crazy. In Michigan, the white boys is the punks, not the black boys. Vision Quest been shut down. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear that Supreme is about to check out. That shit could be the start of his dying confession. Do they have paperwork on? They had to wait till Prince came home. Do they have paperwork on confidential informants? Nah, but you can find out. You can find out. You can. Gully, you look healthy as fuck. I take great care of myself. Supreme mad because Prince is home and Bimmy not sending him no money. If Bimmy was sending some money, that wouldn't have came out. Them niggas is at odds about some shit that's deeper than telling and shit. Trust me, it ain't about 50 Cent. That shit goes deeper than that. It's called the Freedom of Information Act. He said disgusting shit. Fly is a known rapist too. It's all over his jacket. That's the same thing as being him and a rapist and a blade is on the same fucking level. They both prison lowlifes and shit like that. Scum of the earth. Nobody fucks with them. They put them niggas on a block by themselves. All the rapists, they don't be around us. I mean, you might pass them niggas in the yard or, you go to chow around them, but they don't sit with you. They sit with other rapists and shit. Like, they have a whole block. It's called the SAS block. It's called sexual assault. So there's no hiding. Everybody know that niggas a fucking rapist and shit. Preem not likely to get out since they finally got Prince home. They can speak on it. Fighting over another man in prison about who wife you gonna be is crazy. Yeah, them niggas be shot the fuck out. Like, how the fuck you look at this motherfucking? That's a goddamn man. Everybody in this jail is a man. Like, the fuck? Just because you didn't shave his beard off don't mean he's a broad, man. You bugging the fuck out. Like, that's a true mental illness. It is. Bimmy never answers questions. He's always dancing around the questions. Don't let man. Eon can suck a dick. Eon can't beat me. I beat the fuck out of that yellow ass nigga. I've been watching you since you was going through it with OBH and King Erna was on the phone asking you to take a video down. It's good to see you still standing strong. What years was you at Albion? I was in Albion from like 2000 to, I maxed out on 04 and shit. I was there 99 2000, I got out, went to college, caught a fucking case in college, ended up going to Mercer, came home on parole, violated, and then went back to Albion again. I was at Mercer for like 3 weeks in 2000, no, in 97. Every time that nigga make a video about you being my algorithm, I don't give a fuck what that nigga say. I don't give a fuck what none of these niggas say, man. I got more money than all these fucking YouTube niggas and shit. My fortune wasn't made from the algorithm and shit. I made my fortune from .coms and shit. You know what I'm saying? You follow me in any type of way, you see the resume and shit. These niggas got nothing. It's all they got is this YouTube shit. If this shit crashed today, I'ma be straight. I used to tell you about the OBH. I thought ARAB was smarter than that. Not even gonna speak about Dark Law. He said, so money makes you real? Mm-mm. It makes me above these niggas. It's always been like that. Yeah. You want me to say that again? It makes me above these niggas. I'm more accomplished than these niggas. Straight up. He said, who are you above? I'm above you, clown. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Let me tell you something, since you barking up that tree. Perfection makes me better than you. God cipher divine. The word God, that means Gumar Az Duba, wisdom, strength, and beauty. Those are three attributes that I carry effortlessly. More money doesn't mean that. Let's be men about the conversation. Imagine me and you going back and forth, man. You got to get your resume up, my nigga. You got to get your resume up. I got 3 websites. I'm a published author. I just was in my first movie last year. I got 2 albums about to be on my 3rd. I don't even rap, my nigga. I'm on a whole nother level. My fiance right now, who was murdered in 2016, was an SCI Albion from 93 to 2001. This is proof that there's always been agents in the street game, in the music industry. Counterintelligence never died. That's the truth. Yeah. He said, how long you haven't smoked? It's been like a little over 2 years now. No drugs, no alcohol. These niggas really got on here wanting, these niggas really out here wanting to be equal with another man. I feel like I'm above most. Thinking high of yourself isn't a problem. Thinking less is the problem. I'm trying to tell you. You just dropped a jewel about Jack Knock rocking with Americans. I bet you have tons of information for a documentary reboot. I'm past it already. Why do you still live with your mom? Where'd you get that from? You see that? That's me up there. Do you hear anybody in this house? Have you ever heard anybody in this house? Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? What's good? What cities is up in here? He said the internet, bro. I swear. These niggas be retarded. Special ed. That's the issue with the internet. You put the gifted niggas and the retarded niggas in the same classroom and shit. You know you supposed to have them niggas in a room by themselves. Brooklyn, Rotterdam, New York, Long Island, Philly, Hampton, Poughkeepsie, Flint, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Hartford, Brooklyn, Raleigh, North Carolina, Detroit, Locust Grove, Georgia, Chi-Town, New Haven, Richmond, Tucson, Boston, Arizona, Tampa. Hassan be saying that about you. It's not my interest what poor people say about me, man. These niggas is poor. You think Hassan ain't poor? You think Hassan ain't poor? Why you think he always got his fucking cheap ass jewelry on trying to convince you that he got something? I hardly even wear that shit. And I got real diamonds. You know what I'm saying? I got real diamonds. Riddle me this, right? Ain't none of these niggas been to the dentist to spend no money. These niggas ain't spend no money at the dentist. You see these? You see these? I was proud to take y'all to the dentist with me. You know what I'm saying? These joints cost 8,500 a pop. These cost 8,500 a pop, man. You gotta know the difference. You gotta know the difference. Let me get you out of here, man. It's time for you to go, fella. You have a great day. Detroit, Ebony. Ebony, I think this is the first time I got a super chat from a woman in a minute. Bimmy too old to tell too many stories. Just answer the question. He's super suspect. Too much explaining if you ask me. Hassan drives a base model Benz thinking he a kingpin. Material things ain't a reflection of your success. It's not. Material things ain't what I'm most proud of. That's not what got me boasting. It's not. It's not the material shit. Uh-uh. It's the machine. It's the machine. It's them websites functioning on the highest level. I drive a 2000 S500, 2005 S500 4MATIC. Uh, Jeff Bezos was 6 billion up, drove a Honda Accord. Only niggas be thinking that shit make you special. I've encountered people in this chat, amongst y'all, who's way more successful than all of us, even myself. But the difference with me, right? As my frequency changed, I continued to strive. So the best is yet to come. Real estate and portfolios. Until you show a house, you have no money. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care what you say, man. If I ever had anything to show you, I wouldn't. Cause you're not that important. You only do that shit to little niggas, man. Only little niggas fall for shit like that. Only little niggas fall for goofy shit like that. That shit that I don't know. Those types of things, those types of traits, those are worn by the unfortunate and shit. See the difference between me and you? I speak intellect. I speak success. I speak excellence. Jay-Z drive a minivan, '06 Acura TL. Warren Buffett a billionaire and don't own a car. Yes, he do. He own an old Cadillac. I watch his videos all the time. A house is a bad investment, says Victor Mack. Machiavelli about to sit for a few years. He got caught with a strap. Oh, he didn't tell me that. Oh, you didn't put him out there. He didn't tell me that. Sheesh. Daryl Javon, I appreciate your super chat. Buying a house today is a wealth killer. These niggas sure know what other people driving. Hmm. You know what that come from? You know what that come from? That come from jealous, unfortunate niggas who come from the same place as me and had to watch me escalate to national dominance. They encounter these niggas on YouTube and they say, he does this, he has this, he drives this. And I can't hide it. The Benzes and Lexuses be outside and shit wherever I'm at. So, that's how the information is spread and shit. Can't hide them big whips. Can't. Daryl, I appreciate you. Make sure y'all get the likes up. Good afternoon, man. It's Sunday. It's football Sunday. And we talking about the business of Bimmy. Bimmy has created a industry online for the past maybe year. It's lucrative to have some type of discussion or something to say about them. It's all over the YouTube space right now. It's totally dominating the internet, and nobody has proved anything. And he know that. That's why he got on MREC and saying what he was saying and shit. I haven't seen one person that was accused of telling on somebody stand down. I haven't seen it yet. They just continue to be on the internet. People on estates don't be having a bunch of luxury cars. They may have a couple, but it definitely be some Toyotas, Hondas, Fords, trucks in the driveway. I told y'all this story a couple years ago. The summer of 2024, the whole summer I door dashed. I noticed right away that when I went into the real rich and influential neighborhoods, you don't see them Bentleys and Benzes and BMWs and shit like that. You don't. Those cars don't be in them people's driveways. I noticed that right away. You know where the Benzes and the Beamers and shit be at? They be in the poor neighborhoods and shit. Like, you don't see those types of cars till you come back down to the hoods and shit. I said, damn, that's crazy and shit. People that got a lot of money, they be driving like Kias, Hondas, just a very basic car and shit. It don't be nothing. It don't be nothing that, would indicate that they got a lot of money. That was eye opening and shit. But, you go to the projects. Go to the projects, go to Section 8 neighborhoods, see what's in their driveways. Benzes, Beamers, you'll see Bentleys, you'll see all types of big SUVs, Range Rovers, all that type of shit. Why do you think that is? Black people, I only can speak about black people because I'm black. Black people had this thing where they feel that they have to show their wealth. Didn't you just hear a nigga in here told me until I show a house, until I show my house, I'm broke. He just said that. Even though on this very platform, I took y'all to the dentist with me. Y'all was here when I had braces. Y'all know what braces cost. Y'all was here when I got my whole grill redone. Y'all know what that costs, but shit like that, that's not valued in the black community and shit. It's not. Niggas be in the hood missing teeth and shit, driving Beamers and Benzes and shit. Niggas be in the hood with yellow ass teeth, driving Beamers and Benzes and shit. Only a person is high strung and, up on their appearance and shit is gonna go invest that type of money into their smile. That would be me. They not listening. No big chains and Europeans in the driveway. The most important thing about the Bimmy situation is if he's informing how much of the music industry is affected. You never know. You never know. Nobody accused him of being an informant, but his own people. That's who normally get to throwing dirt at you. Just think about social media and shit. You don't see strangers. You don't see people going back and forth with strangers. When somebody's hurling dirt on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, that's with somebody that they know. That's with a motherfucker that they grew up with, a motherfucker from their neighborhood, or a chick they was involved with. Like, those are the only people that, try to, I don't know, kick dirt on you, try to make you look bad and shit like that. It's always your own people. It's never strangers. Smiling with confidence is worth more than any car. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. Oral hygiene is important. He told, so what? Who cares? He's not locked up like a caged dog for the rest of his life. I bet Supreme would love to trade places with him. That's a great, um, that's a great analogy. That's a great analogy. They say there's two types of people in the penitentiaries. You got some niggas who told, and you got some niggas who wish they told. Believe you me, any nigga that got life, double life, who's gonna die in jail, if he was able to tell, he would do it right on the spot. You don't get no reward for dying in prison. You don't. You don't get no reward for dying in prison. The day you die, people gonna speak about you at your eulogy, and then they're gonna leave. And the next day, you're never gonna be spoken of again and shit. What type of existence or reality is that? Don't believe that these niggas, before I do this, I'll die. That's not real. That's a fucking lie. Terrell, I appreciate your super chat. Keep speaking facts and life into people. Thank you. When I lived in the Burg, I saw a brand new Benz in the driveway of a house that had no stairs. We still got rappers glorifying drugs like it's the 80s. Would you work with Bimmy to clean his image up if he granted you exclusivity? No. I don't care about his image. I can't fuck with a nigga who fuck with everybody. You just said you just said a word. Key word. You said if he worked with me exclusively, that means he's not fucking with everybody and shit. It's too late for all of that. I watched Whack 100's tape. He was like, Preem is not currently in jail for what happened in 1985. Sounds like Whack is basically saying Bimmy definitely told. It's almost 600 of y'all here. I need y'all to like this video. We over an hour. That's rare that I go over an hour. Very rare. Scripture says a friend to too many is loyal to none. I believe that to be the truth. I had to get the fuck away from him and shit. Supreme is in jail for recording a murder in Baltimore. Cats who deal with everybody has to put their antennas out to catch something for someone in their traps. I just know better than to be fucking around like that. You know what I'm saying? You learn lessons from taking L's and shit. I've taken L's and shit. I know better than to be fucking around with people who deal with everybody. That's not safe. It's not. Them high yellow niggas be cool with everybody. I always thought a person that has a good relationships with everybody is a true businessman. You have to be at odds with somebody. That's not possible to be cool with everybody. That's not possible. That you're probably a phony if you're cool with everybody. Yeah. I never understood why women sleep with their man's friend when he's in jail. If she wants some, mess with a guy who's not at all connected to your man. She wasn't loyal from the start. I'm going to tell you why they fuck squads. A guy and his man, they probably have the same interests. They probably had the same philosophies. They probably dress similar. They probably live similar. They probably cut from a similar fabric. That's why it's a guy and his man. Birds of a feather flock together. And when the guy that she was involved with is no longer there, what's the next best thing? Your man. It's just the truth. Bimmy called Bullis Gotti his man. Not all ladies do that. Can we get a close-up of the picture above your head? That's the closest I'm gonna get. That's the Coogee era. I'm 19 in that picture. 20, 19, something like that. Rolex, Cuban link, Coogee. Niggas be making up shit, making up their past and shit, trying to act like they was like that all their life. Lies. dum, 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 dum. He said, looking like a pimp in a photo. It's not a pimp pose. That's the Ike Love. That's the same furry can't. This is Belly had came out a couple of weeks, maybe a week or two before this. So the furry Kangos is all in rotation. What do you think about Trump sending National Guard to high crime areas? They need it. They need that. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat breakfast or lunch. I don't eat my first meal till 4:30 in the afternoon. It's funny you said that. I posted it on Facebook this morning that I enjoy breakfast, but I don't eat it anymore. Shit is dangerous. The five major food groups that we was taught about in school, that's what's killing everybody. Somebody posted a picture of Chadwick Boseman, Fat Man Scoop, um, D'Angelo, all these black guys that died before they were 60 and shit. That shit come from, a lot of that shit come from the foods that people are eating and shit. It does. Dairy products. Not to mention, well, after you've been sleeping and shit, your body is in a state of, your body and your digestive system. Sleeping is basically a fast, a form of fasting. That's why when you wake up, they call it break fast. Your system ain't ready to take down no fucking pancakes and sausage and grits and shit like that. Best thing that you could put in your body in the morning is water or lemon juice and cayenne pepper. Yeah. How do you maintain your weight on one meal a day? Push ups, man. Be in the gym. Be in that gym. I eat a salad in the middle of the day. I also learned from a Jamaican doctor that eating cooked food every day is not good. It's not. I got an older brother. That's all he eat is raw food. He be on my ass too, cause I like to eat seafood. He be like, you keep eating them fucking scavengers and shit. He talks a lot of shit. Keep eating them fucking scavengers, lobsters and shrimps and shit like that. But he's cleaned up his act entirely. I'm gonna show y'all something. You see this? What that say? All in one master tonic. This the first thing to go on my body in the morning and shit. After the cayenne pepper and the lemons. Shit like that. That should keep a nigga looking good. Have you been paying attention to Jay Mills and Goods podcast beef? Yeah, I got tuned in yesterday. I was gonna say something about it. I ain't ready yet. I might not say anything. Jay Mills ain't really like a topic like that anymore, but the shit that they were saying about him, it came across as hating. But it's been a long time since he's been relevant. And all DNA said was that he need to get back in the field and start battling again. That's all he said. Where you buy that from? My older brother, my family. come from a Muslim family, right? Nation of Islam raised. So the book How to Eat to Live has been in our life forever. It helps when the rest of the team is all trying to, eat right, live right. So we be exchanging information and shit. My brother bought me that for my birthday and shit. Like, I buy him soursop. It's about each one teach one. I'm the baby in my family and shit. I got an older brother. I'm still treated like a little brother. I'm fortunate. Very fortunate. You take CMOS? Of course. I take the trifecta too. How you think that I had the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to put out my own herbal supplement? It's because it's a part of my lifestyle and shit. Police gave Bimmy up with that CI named Music. If you from the street, you know better. Can I buy your multicolored fur you owned a couple years ago? I've been cut that up. That got cut up and put on denim jackets and shit. Where do I get that all-in-one tonic from? Go on, Google it, Amazon. Jay Mills think he still signed the Young Money. Do you ship to the UK? Absolutely. I ship all over the world. A big part of my following is in the United States military and shit. I send that trifecta shit everywhere. Go to my website, therealdribble.com. Get you a jar. Get you a 30-day supply. Did you drop the trench coat varsity jacket? Yeah, it's on the YouTube. It's on my website, fashionbomb.com. Go get you one. If Bimmy is really a CI, then why didn't he help the police solve JMJ's murder in a Vlad interview? He claimed he knew who the killers were. That shit was sad. They were scared of that dude, man. His name was Tenard. That Tenard was a heavy dude in Queens and shit. They didn't want no parts of that nigga. It's just it's a 38 supply. It's 60 capsules in there. You take 2 a day every day. Should I take the trifecta in the evening or morning? The morning. Should I take the trifecta in the evening or morning? I ask because the ashwagandha is in it, and that usually acts as a sleep aid. You shouldn't be going to sleep after you done got up in the morning, man, especially after taking that trifecta. And that's only one of the ingredients. If it's gonna increase your blood circulation, I don't know how you would go to sleep. I doubt it. Mm, mm. PA knit is fire. I need Navy P code and a knit. I've been here way over an hour. I gotta go, man. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Follow me on Instagram at I am gullytv _. I think I'm about to go work out, even though it's my day off. I gotta go. Y'all have a great afternoon.